Yo, what is up guys? Boris here coming to you guys with a team guide. Yes, that's right. I'm back to doing team guides. I'm going to start doing them again. And today we're going to be starting off with the brand new legends. Now in this video we're going to be covering Aokiji or Kuzan. He is one of the two new legends coming out on OPTC Jp along with Akainu, and they're both pretty powerful, but I'm going to start off with Kuzan in this one because in my opinion he's the more straightforward of the two. He's the better of the two in my opinion, and he definitely gets the most support right off the bat. I'll have a link to the damage calculator down below if you guys want to see it, and let's go ahead and get started. So first thing I want to mention is what exactly will the new Kuzan do if you guys do not know what he does. So all you have to do is hover over the thing and you can see what it is. So Kuzan, very interesting, very powerful, reminds me sort of Lucy-esque kind of. Pretty much what he does is he boosts attack of quick and psi by 3.25 and their HP by 1.35. So he's a 3.25 base attack, has an HP boost of 1.35, which we can actually use the Arc Maxim to boost that up a little bit. Arc Maxim, if you remember, is a blue and yellow ship. Really nice for this team. Pretty much going to probably be the go-to ship for this kind of team. Also, Arc Maxim does fixed damage, so that potentially another character slot that you might not need on your team. If you hit Psi quick with nothing lower than good, so pretty much as long as you hit a good, great, or perfect with Psi quick, then he becomes a 4 times captain. So very awesome, very powerful, pretty easy to do. I mean, you're guaranteed to have 2 Psi units on the team as your leaders, but ideally you like to bring 2 weaker Psi units because your legends are going to be your strongest characters. And on top of that, I believe he also makes quick and psi beneficial to quick and psi units. So psi will get quick orbs be beneficial, and quick will get psi orbs is beneficial. So very awesome. Now his special is randomly changes all orbs, including block orbs, to either quick or psi, and then boosts the attack of quick and psi by 2.25. So this is something that you'll notice between Kuzan and Akainu that they have similar, is that I believe they both are the type boosters. I might be wrong with Akainu, he might be an orb booster, I don't remember. But this is Kuzan, focusing on Kuzan right now. He's a 2.25 type booster. So pretty much right off the bat, you're good to go. You just have Kuzan, you bring a friend one, you have 2 turns of 2.25 boost, not bad at all. Also gets rid of block orbs, so very awesome right away. Again, something else, a lot of times you have to spend a team slot bringing someone that gets rid of block orbs. Kuzan does it themselves. So right away, have an amazing setup with just the captain and the ship. Now let's go into the new batch. Now the new batch, there are 3 new units in the new batch. There is a brand new Hina, brand new Sengoku, and Branyu, who's another marine that we hadn't gotten so far. Now the thing about this batch is that it's pretty much made for Kuzan. 2 of the units are amazing on Kuzan. Akainu definitely got the short end of the stick when it comes to the support units because he didn't really get anything compared to what Kuzan got. So what do I mean? Well, let's go ahead and take a look. First off, brand new Sengoku. He's a fighter cerebral. Oh, by the way, I should mention this. Kuzan is a striker and a shooter, so if you want to go striker route, you can do that. There's also shooter route, which you can do as well. Let's go ahead and take a look here. Sengoku, fighter cerebral. He reduces despair and attack down by 4 turns, so utility right away. If your crew has 4 or more quick or psi characters, amplify the effects of orb by 2 times, so 2 times orb booster. It makes recovery and tandem orbs beneficial for all characters, so not really needed because Kuzan will change all your orbs into pretty much matching because of his captain effect. But still really awesome, means that you can use them outside of Kuzan teams. Although I'm not too sure how many teams are going to be running quick and psi units, but still definitely possible. Overall, getting a 2 times orb booster that pairs exactly with Kuzan. Pretty much you want to pull this guy. If you get Kuzan, you want to make sure to get Sengoku. And by the way guys, I want to mention that all these numbers are going to be pre limit break, so I'm not too sure how, they consider that they might get even lower cooldowns, they might get more attack, well they will get more attack and all that stuff when I'm making these videos. So there's that. Again, Sengoku probably going to get some awesome limit break, I would not surprise me. And then Black Hina. So that's the second character, and she's also incredibly good. She is the first 2 times color affinity booster, and she works for quick and psi. So definitely a must-have unit. Now how can we boost the damage? I went ahead and added Raizo, Raizo, he's from the Colosseum. Very awesome unit. 11 times damage, which is whatever, but changes tandem and recovery orbs to matching on shooter types, and most importantly, if your captain is a shooter type character, boost the attack against delayed enemies by 1.75. So he's a 1.75 conditional boost, which does fit the condition that Kuzan is a shooter, and that means that we can bring Empress Boa raid boss who delays so that we fulfill the condition, and on top of that she's a 2.5 chain multiplier for 2 turns. So even if you don't manage to burst him on the first turn, Boa plus Kuzan could potentially do that extra damage for the second turn if you still need it. So let's go ahead and see how much damage this does. Now again, this is a damage calculator. I'm not too sure if they've already included the Sai quick portion of the captain effect. And also keep in mind this is without Cotton Candy, this is without Limit Break. But just base, we're going to activate Kuzan for the type boost. We're going to activate Sengoku for the 2 times orb boost. We're going to go ahead and activate Hina for the for the color affinity boost. We're going to add Boa for the chain lock, and then finally we're going to add Raizo for the conditional boost. That brings us to over 36 million damage against Ain, which that could easily go much higher with Cotton Candy and Limit Break. And you're pretty much dealing almost 10 million in everything besides green. Okay, so now what other units could you run on these teams? What other utility units? Remember, keep in mind that there's a lot of times that you're gonna need to run other units to get rid of certain things. So first things that come to mind are something like anti-heal. So anti-heal means you can't heal. It's a pretty big deal with Kizaru considering that he does give an HP boost. So you can run someone like Kobe, rare recruit Kobe. Definitely a great healer, plus on top of that it does get rid of the anti-heal, so if you do need that, Kuzan does have that available to him. Something else that he has available to him is the brand new V1 law that just came out a month ago. Let's see if it's in the database right here. So this law, unfortunately I still don't have him, but he's just awesome. The fact that he's a powerful Sai unit makes him just great for this team. You know, doesn't have great stats. On top of that, reduces cooldown of all characters by 1 turn. Can get to your special a lot quicker. I'm not too sure what their max is. I think actually Kuzan, I think I saw max around 14 turns. I'm not sure if that's pre-limit break or post-limit break. But Law, great addition. And I guess it goes to health cutting special. I don't think these do that much damage though. Yeah, I don't think they really do any damage. So his first prize ability is kind of going to be irrelevant. But he's just a strong unit, can lower cooldowns if you want to go quickly, and they're gonna probably have a lot of sockets. On top of that, we have a few some other good utility units. So let's say you could bring Legend Robin. Let's see if we can. Which one is Legend Robin? This one right here. She's a Sai unit. Prevents all damage for 1 turn, so damage reduced received by 100%. And unfortunately, you will not get a second ability, but you don't really need it. So again, like I was saying earlier, you could use the first turn, go all in. And then if he does survive, you'll be able to take the hit with Robin and then go in on the second turn with Boa and Kuzan. Now the other abilities, one thing that I always like to keep in mind is, can I get rid of poison on my teams? There is actually a really good poison remover in the 20th anniversary Sanji. Let me see if I can get this guy popped up. 20th anniversary Sanji. Here's a 15% HP cut, removes poison, and a 1.75 orb boost. So let's say on the mini boss, let's say you're doing Colosseum, 4th room, you might want to use Sanji with Kuzan, and then in the next turn go against Sengoku plus Kuzan. So pretty awesome. It gets rid of mini bosses and gets rid of Colosseum bosses as well. Always a nice one to add to any team, which I run this guy on a lot of teams, is the Neo Sabo. He's yellow, so he fits perfectly on this team. Pretty much just adds 55 times his attack and additional damage. If you guys have been playing the game, you know that Raid Sabo is one of the most unique characters, and actually one of the more useful characters in the entire game. That's something that not a lot of other people do. Obviously, if you guys have trouble against barriers, there's just a lot of options. There's Law 6+, who gets rid of barriers for 1 turn. I believe Speed Jill. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, Speed Jill. Oops. This guy also gets rid of barriers for 1 turn. And I believe there is another character that does. Oh, the Singer Pink does so as well. So you guys have plenty of options. It looks like Blue has all the Looks like blue is the one that has all the barrier reduction for some reason. But yeah. Also reduces enemy damage, nullification duration by 1 turn. So there's a lot of different support units that you can bring. One last I want to mention is actually one that's been pretty good actually. I've been using him a lot in treasure mode. And that's Bartow. Bartow Raid Boss. It's actually pretty powerful. Reduces damage by anything above anything above 3k damage, you reduce by 97%. Also, you heal back 50% of your HP, which again is a big deal in a team like this. As you can see, we have about 20k HP, pre-cotton candy, anything like that. And then also reduce enemies attack up and rage end of turn. So he is rid of a bunch of stuff. Really awesome unit, support unit there. So overall, guys, I think this is a really powerful unit. You have these 5 sort of base characters that you can bring, and then again you could bring in the Raizo, but you probably want to take him out for some sort of support unit. Really, the top 4 is all you need, and they're all the new units. So this is typical what we've been seeing, where the new batch, you want to pull it, and it works really well together. But yeah, let me know if you guys have any more suggestions for characters to put on these sort of teams down below. Again, I'm picking these back up, guys, so I'm bringing more team guides, and as well I'm going to go in the past and update some of the old team guides because they're pretty outdated. They don't really include limit breaking, and there's been so many units that have came out since then that we're going to bring you some more videos on that. So that's it, guys. Thanks a lot for watching. Talk to you guys in the next video, and until next time, peace.